Hey, what's going on, guys? I would not be doing a live stream tonight, man. I left my graphic card in my desk, so I cannot produce the encoding I need to actually stream the video. But with that being said, I do want to show you one last trick, man, of graphing this. And I tried to show y'all this in class when I first taught it. All right, so I'm just gonna do it one more time. So if you're paying attention, you can apply it. All right. Again, all this stuff right here you can find. All right, you can find this stuff, all these critical values. Where's my mouse at? But to save you time without using a chart, all right, this strategy will allow you to graph this without ever having to need to do the chart. All right, so if you find this, you watch this, and you find it helpful, great. If not, it's all good too. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible. All right. All right, there's the mouse. All right, so I'm not gonna go into a grave detail on this, but what I want to do is talk about these items that we found. All right, these items that we found. All right, you can make your graph. We know this is cosine. Okay, we can find these points. All right, I'm gonna show you how to make the graph without using all the points. If you want to watch the other videos to see how to make the tables, blah 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 blah, then that's not for you. But this video is for you, man. If you subscribe, you'll get this notification. Okay, so here we go. One last trick. Hopefully this works. All right, remember how I told you the graph starts at your phase shift? Let me label this bottom real quick. All right, remember how I told you you could graph these. All right, and I told you that your phase shift is where your graph started. All right, well, check this out, right? We know this graph is going to start right here. All right, at pi over 2. That's the phase shift. Remember, that's also the start. I also know that the period is pi. All right, so if I take my phase shift, listen, if I take my phase shift and add my period, I can figure out exactly where this graph is going to end. All right, I could find the end. All right, so watch this. I need common denominators to add the phase shift and the period. The phase shift and the period. All right, so if I put 2 down here, I got to put 2 up here. So 2 pi over 2. So now I have common denominators. So I have 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 pi over 2. So I know this graph starts at pi over 2 and ends here. It's going to start here and end here. All right, now watch this. The vertical shift is my midline. All right, that means that's the middle. So I'm going to draw a imaginary, it's not imaginary, you can see it. All right, line going across where the vertical shift is at 1. That's my midline. Okay, now try to explain this. You didn't get it. Hopefully you paying attention right here with no distractions. Watch this. My vertical shift now is my midline. Now, remember cosine. 2 things I want you to remember is it starts right here. All right, and ends right here. All right, but cosine doesn't work that way. Cosine doesn't have a lot of points on the midline. What we have is the amplitude is 2, but I have this negative. So what I'm going to do at this point is go down 2 from the midline. All right. And since it ends here, I'm going to go down 2. And then see the middle, that's where it begins, that's where it ends. All right. Negative 2, I had to go down 2. Now, the middle of cosine, remember, cosine does this, right? Okay, so that's a sketch. The middle goes up 2. All right. And now you have beginning, end, halfway in between. Guys, this is cosine right here. All right, it's a terrible drawing. Let me try it one more time. All right. So now, let me reiterate this point again. Let me backtrack because I want you to see me do it again. I gotta clear all that off right there so I can get the values I had down here at the bottom back for this problem. All right, cool. So this problem, all right, you see the graph down here. I'm gonna erase it. All right, I'm gonna erase it real quick. Oops, I didn't mean to erase my scale. So you can see, I'm gonna do this again. We know that this graph starts at pi over 4. And we want to find, this is the start. We also, right, I could find an end. If I take the start and I add the period, right, I can get my ending value. So I need this to be 4. So if I multiply by 2 at the bottom and multiply by 2 at the top, that'll give me 1 plus 2 is 3 pi at the top and at the bottom over 4, right? 2 times 2 is 4, so 4 common denominator. So, all right, it's going to end there. All right, it's going to end there at 3 pi over 4. Again, look at my original real quick. See? Ends at 3 pi over 4. Now, let me show you how easy it is to graph this again. All right. We did this in class, man. I don't know why it didn't catch on. So I know this is going to end at 3 pi over 4. It's going to start here, end here. Now remember, all right, my vertical shift is my midline. All right. So if I draw, let me draw you a midline real quick. All right, cool. So my midline down to, so at -2. Oops, here, let me just draw it. Then I'll move it down. All right, there's my midline. Okay. Now, watch this. All right, remember sine starts right here on the axis, right? Remember, sine is middle, high, middle, low, middle. And I don't have a negative out front, so I'm not flipping it. Okay? So, middle. All right, and we know it ends here, right? Here's the middle. All right, we know sine, all three are on the midline. So now just find the middle of the middle, right? You have here's the middle, first section. All right, what's the amplitude? 1. So up 1, down 1. There's your graph. All right, there's your graph. Which again, if you look at that, let me go back real quick to the original that we had. There it is. Same graph. Same graph. All right. Oh, man. So I just want to share this tidbit with you. All right. Watch this over. See what I did. It is not hard to do this. All right. I think you're capable of doing it. It'll save you so much time. All right. I'm going to keep this short. All right. I'm at 8 minutes. Almost 9 minutes. I'm going to keep this short, and I hope this helps. All right. And tutoring tomorrow if you need help. Catch you later.